If you have been feeling like something inside you is asking for a fresh start, listen carefully, because this message may be arriving at the exact moment you need it. And if you've been here before, you already know these messages are meant to give you a moment to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with God. If you're new here, stay with me, because today's message is different. This is not about what you lost. It is about what you are finally ready to build. Archangel Michael's message today is, stop waiting for your life to feel perfect before you begin living it. You've been telling yourself, I'll be happy when I have more money. I'll have peace when this situation is fixed. I'll start when I have more confidence. I'll pursue my dream when everything becomes easier. But what if waiting for perfect circumstances is keeping you from becoming the person who can create better circumstances? Your life doesn't need to be perfect for you to begin again. You can start from the middle of the mess. You can rebuild while you're still healing. You can take one step while you're still uncertain. You can pray while you're still questioning. Faith doesn't require you to have everything figured out. It requires you to keep moving even when you cannot see the entire road. Archangel Michael has traditionally been associated with courage, protection, and strength, and today's message is about a kind of courage that doesn't get enough attention. The courage to begin again. Starting over can feel humiliating when you compare yourself to people who appear to be ahead. Maybe someone your age already has the career you wanted. Maybe someone you know has bought a home, built a business, found love, or reached a goal you've been chasing for years. And secretly you wonder, what is wrong with me? But nothing is wrong with you simply because your timeline looks different. You are looking at someone else's chapter and using it to judge your entire book. Don't do that. You don't know what they struggled through to get there, and they don't know what your journey required. Your life isn't a race against another person. Your responsibility is to make the most of the life God has placed in your hands. And maybe today is the day you stop measuring yourself by what you haven't accomplished and start noticing what you have survived, learned, and built. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You know more now. You recognize things faster. You understand people differently. You know what drains you. You know what matters. You have experienced things that changed your priorities. That knowledge is valuable. Don't waste it by constantly wishing you could go back. Your past is not a place you need to live. It is a place you can learn from. There's something else Michael wants you to understand. You don't need to announce your next move. Not everyone needs to know what you're planning. Not every dream needs an audience. Not every goal needs to be explained before it becomes real. Sometimes your next season needs quiet. Work quietly, pray quietly, improve quietly. Let the results introduce the person you are becoming. You have spent too much energy explaining yourself to people who were never going to understand you anyway. You don't have to convince everyone that your dream matters. You don't have to defend every decision. You don't have to make people believe in you before you believe in yourself. Let your consistency speak. Let your character speak. Let your results speak when the time comes. And if you are rebuilding something right now, don't underestimate small progress. One workout matters. One application matters. One page of learning matters. $1 saved matters. One healthy decision matters. One prayer matters. One morning where you refuse to give up matters. Your future is often built through ordinary decisions that nobody applauds. You may be waiting for one massive breakthrough, but your life can change through 100 small choices. So stop asking, what can I accomplish today that will change everything? Ask, what can I do today that moves me one step closer? That question is more powerful because it creates action, and action creates momentum. Maybe you've been afraid to begin because you failed before. But failure is not evidence that you should never try again. Failure can show you what needs to change. You can return with better preparation, better discipline, better boundaries, and better understanding. You are allowed to try again without pretending the first attempt didn't happen. And if somebody laughed at your dream, remember this: they don't have to understand the vision God placed inside you. Their doubt does not cancel your potential. Protect your dream from people who only know how to criticize what they cannot imagine. But also, be wise. A dream needs more than belief. It needs work. Pray, then prepare. Believe, then build. Ask God for guidance, then take responsibility for your choices. Spiritual faith and practical action can walk together. Now, if you've been following this page for a while, I want you to know something. Every time you come back here, I want you to leave with something you can actually carry into your day. And if you're new, maybe this is your first message, but it doesn't have to be your last. If this is speaking to you right now, tap the like button. Let this message reach another person who may be standing at the beginning of their own restart. And comment, "I'm starting again." If you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment, your comment may be the exact encouragement someone else needs to see today. Now take a slow breath and think about the thing you've been postponing. You know what it is. Maybe it's a goal. Maybe it's healing. Maybe it's your relationship with God. Maybe it's something you've wanted to learn or build for years. Don't promise yourself that you'll transform everything tomorrow. Make one decision today. One. Then repeat it tomorrow. This is how a new life begins, not always with a dramatic miracle, but with a person deciding that they will no longer abandon themselves. Take a breath and pray with me. God, give me courage to begin again and wisdom to build differently. Help me stop comparing my journey with others and trust the path you have placed before me. Archangel Michael, protect my mind from fear and strengthen me when I doubt myself. Give me discipline to keep going and faith to believe that my future can be different from my past. Amen. Let that prayer settle in your heart. You don't have to become a completely different person overnight. You simply have to stop making the same decisions that keep you trapped in the same place. Start small. Stay consistent. Protect your peace. Keep God at the center, and when you fall short, don't quit. Adjust and continue. If you believe you are entering a season of rebuilding, comment, "God, guide my new beginning." If you believe God is still working in your life, write "Amen" and share this message with someone who needs permission to start over. If you want these daily reminders of faith, courage, prayer, protection, and spiritual strength, subscribe or follow and stay connected. Old friends of this page, thank you for being here. And if you're new, I'm glad this message found you. Before you leave, remember this: starting over does not mean you failed. Sometimes it means you finally learned enough to build differently. You're not too late. You're not too far behind. You're not disqualified because your journey has been difficult. There is still time to learn, to grow, to love, to create, to serve, and to become. May God give you courage to begin what you've been postponing, discipline to continue when motivation disappears, wisdom to recognize the right opportunities, and peace when the results take time. May Archangel Michael remind you to stand courageously, protect your purpose, and never allow fear to convince you that your best days are already behind you. Your next chapter doesn't need permission from your past. Begin again. Build again. Believe again. Your story is still moving forward.